Greetings and salutations to this I, Professor Macabro, here, welcoming you into 2024. Oh, yes indeed. A brand spanking new year that we can use to make ourselves better or make even more mistakes than we did last year. Just remember, whatever doesn't kill us only makes our drinks stronger. And what better way to start the new year than with a movie haul? Yes, indeedy doody. I was able to get some movies recently, and, well, let's share what we got. Indeed. Now, as you know, this channel is focused on horror. It is a lovely, beautiful horror channel, but Professor Macabro is well known for dabbling into other genres of film, you see. Most notably the martial arts films, indeed, or action, or that raunchy comedy that makes me laugh. Ha 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 ha! So, what did we get? We shall see right now. Now, one of the genres that I like I said, is martial arts, but that kind of led me to the path of Akira Kurosawa, who's most well known for his samurai epics, you see. Most notably, Seven Samurai. And that's a movie that I, thankfully, have in the 3-disc box set Criterion Collection release. Ha, yes indeed, that's a good movie. A bit long, and it's in black and white, so a lot of people might not enjoy it. But I love it. I like that movie a lot. And imagine my surprise when I come across 11 Samurai. So, what the hell happened to Samurai 8 Samurai, 9 Samurai, and 10 Samurai that we led up to 11 Samurai? I don't know. But I saw this and I was like, well, holy shit. I need to get it because I doubt they genuinely made sequels to 7 Samurai. I know they made a remake, an American remake, The Magnificent Seven, and of course that was also remade into that Bugs animated movie that Disney put out, Pixar to be precise. So I was like, well, I know this isn't directly linked to 7 Samurai, but holy shit, it's 11 Samurai. It must be good. At least I hope it is. Next up, I picked up one of the early films by the director of Independence Day, Roland Emmerich, and that's the Noah's Ark Principle. Yes, indeed, Roland Emmerich from Independence Day, and some other disaster movies that came out in the 2000s. And I was like, well, this is a sci-fi thriller. Might be good, a space station that has to do stuff. I will watch it and let you know how that was. Picked up Drum. Yes, indeed. It scalds, it shocks, it whips, it bleeds, it lusts. It's out. Mandingo, Mandingos. Mandingo lit the fuse. Drum is the explosion. I thought, well, yes, this might be very good. Very, was touched upon in Django, the Tarantino movie Django. So I was like, well, I think I have Mandingo in a Grindhouse box set. So I was like, well, that sounds like it's a sequel. Let's get it. And get it, I did. Next up, this is probably either going to be a pleasant surprise or a horrible piece of shit. But Expect to Die. Look at that amazingly bad cover. Indeed. Who will win when the game becomes reality? The Matrix just got deadlier. But look at that horrible box art. This is the kind of shit that I would catch on TV or blind rent on the video stores. This is my kind of jam, so I'm hoping it is deliciously awful. Indeed. Next up, Blame. Blame who? I don't know, but that's what the movie is called. Someone gets blame, I assume. Not much to talk about that one because I have never seen it. Next up, I like the movie with Jean-Claude Van Damme and Lance Henriksen called Hard Target. It's about this veteran that's played by Van Damme, and he's being hunted by Lance Henriksen. Yes, indeed. And imagine my shock and surprise when I came across this DVD starring Scott Adkins, Hard Target 2. What the ever-loving fuck? Yes, indeed. I was surprised that they made a sequel to Time Cop. There is Time Cop 2. So I guess I shouldn't be too surprised that they released Hard Target 2. But it has Scott Adkins, so it probably is going to be very good. Now, after Mystery Science Theater 3000, but before RiffTrax, there was the Film Crew. Indeed, and they make a riffing of Hollywood After Dark with one of the Golden Girls when she was young. So, yes, this didn't pick up, unfortunately. It was a project that was proposed, never really got picked up, and it eventually morphed into RiffTrax. Now, personally, while some are entertaining to hear someone riff, it unfortunately led to this whole thing that in movie theaters, people watching the movie would try to riff it. And I would go to the theater to hear some asshole riffing a movie that I wanted to see. I watched the movie in the theater, then I watched the other commentary, and if it has a RiffTrax, then I listen to that. But not while I'm watching a brand spanking new movie. God damn it. That really annoyed me. And you still get a little bit of that with certain people that want to become the next RiffTrax or the next Mystery Science Theater 3000. It's very annoying, let me tell you. But, you know, after watching a movie, it is an acquired taste whether or not you want to see someone riff it as it is happening. But, again, on DVD form of a movie I already seen or have never seen, I'm okay with it. Just don't be an asshole and try to riff a movie, a brand spanking new movie, in the movie theater. Fucking hate you. Next up, I must admit, I thought I didn't own this movie. And I was like, I don't own it. It's not in my spreadsheet, so I don't own it. So I came across this Good Times DVD release snapper case of Judgment Night. It's a very good thriller movie about these people trying to survive an onslaught of a gang. And again, it's not on my spreadsheet. I couldn't find the DVD. I bought it, and it turns out I already have it. What an idiot. But this is a snapper case, and I like getting these freaking things, so snapper case acquired, and it's a Good Time DVD release, so yay! Next up, these three are very interesting. I have gone on record saying that I'm not a big fan of Steven Seagal. He's not after Under Siege, the quality of his films kind of sucked, and his more recent outings is just Steven Seagal for maybe, if you're lucky, 5 minutes, then a whole bunch of body doubles and voice doubles, and it's really quite disappointing. Bruce Willis, I thought, was also going that road, but what happened to him was actually much worse. But, yes, not a big fan of Steven Seagal as a person, as an actor. His first couple of early films were really good, but again, After Siege, kind of tanked for me. That being said, I must admit I own quite a number of his movies. Why? I don't know. It just one of those things that happens. I see it, and I'm like, I don't really like Steven Seagal, but fuck it, I'm gonna get it. Another person I attribute this purchase to is Gareth from Video Tasties. He did a couple of Steven Seagal movies, and I was like, yeah, Steven Seagal sucks, but I want to get those movies. And got them, I did. So, I got, in a snapper case, still sealed. I guess no one want to watch this piece of shit. On Deadly Ground. Yes, indeed. This is Steven Seagal's vanity project, where he wanted to be an environmentalist. And if the world would have listened to Steven Seagal, we would live in a paradise. No less corruption, less contamination. We should have heeded the words of him, but we did not. And now the world's a shitstorm. Yes, indeed. The original seller wanted 85 Mexican pesos, which is about a little bit more than $4, but I didn't get that. I got this for $1, and that's a fair price to get for On Deadly Ground. But it doesn't stop there. No. Steven Seagal tried to save the world. Now, before even COVID was a thing, Steven Seagal fought a deadly terrorist disease in The Patriot. Yes, indeed. Steven Seagal cures a deadly terrorist plague with the power of flowers. Flower power, you see. What a piece of shit movie. But in this one, he still showed a little bit of interest in the role. And, it's not a good movie, but it's a watchable movie. Again, compared to the piece of shit he released later, an example of that is Cartels. Oh, my goodness. A piece of shit. But it stars, co-stars George St. Pierre, Luke Goss, and Steven Seagal. So I'm expecting 5 minutes of Seagal, and these two are the real superstars of this movie. In this game, there is only one king. Oh my goodness. How hilarious. Well, that was the action segment of this haul. I have quite a bit more movies to talk about, so stay tuned for that. But until I see you all again next time, this has been Professor Macabro and my lovely co-host, Zombie Deathcitos, wishing you a very happy 2024, and wishing you all, like always, a good evening.